welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nats, and I hope everyone is happy, healthy, and doing okay. I think I've been sitting in here for a whole lot of videos of late, but my office is not yet set up, guys. Remember, we just moved in. As a matter of fact, you'll be seeing this video in June, and by June the office will be up. But at this point when I'm recording the video, it's April 23, and we just moved like 3 weeks ago to this new place, and my office is not set up yet, so I have to be trying to find the light elsewhere. I'm right next to my window, so bear with me with that. In this video, I want to talk about things that I dislike about living in Japan. 5 of them, or maybe more. So if you want to learn more about the things that I don't like about living in Japan, then keep on watching. All right, okay, so the first thing that I dislike about living in Japan is the fact that the weather cannot make its mind up. And I know I may be contradicting myself, because in other videos I might have said, oh, I love the weather in Japan because, well, as a matter of fact, I've never spoke about weather. I spoke about seasons, and they're two different things. So actually I am not contradicting myself. I do love the seasons, whereas I can see the 4 seasons. It's very obvious, but the weather, guys, it's bipolar. It's bipolar. All right, so this minute it's sunny and hot, the next minute it's sunny and cold, the next minute it's sunny and it's a typhoon. Like, it's all sorts of things. Like, it can be very, very sunny now and then very breezy or very windy later, and it's crazy. But the one thing that I do like about the bipolar weather is that the Japan Meteorology Service, or office, they actually do a good job in predicting what the weather is like majority of the time. I'll say 99% of the time, the weather forecast that I look up on my phone is usually correct. If it says it's going to rain between 7 and 12, it's going to rain between 7 and 12. And if it says it's going to be cloudy or sunny, 12 to whatever, it's going to be exactly that. Majority of the time I experience that the forecast is correct. But nonetheless, I do dislike, or I do hate how bipolar the weather is here. Alright, so the second thing that I hate is such a strong word. I should not be using hate, but dislike, I'll use dislike. Alright, the second thing that I dislike about living in Japan is the limited English ability. Guys, Japan is on a mission to make English their second language, and to be honest, I do not see them accomplishing that anytime soon. Why? Because I think many people are running from English. I think many people are running from learning English. Even the students, some of them do not care to learn English, and that is a problem for a country who generally wants to have English listed as their second language. Also, I have been to one other Asian country so far, South Korea, and let me tell you something about their English ability. And I actually have a video where I compared Japan to South Korea, and I will link it right here for you guys. The English in South Korea is superb. Like, everybody speaks English, and I did say in that video that I am not sure if it's because we were in the capital of South Korea, which is Seoul, but generally people will just walk up to you and they speak to you in English. Can I help you? Once you look like you're not a Korean or you're not an Asian, they speak to you in English. The restaurants, they speak to you in English. Here, you hardly find English speakers. So for us, we are here employed by a dispatch company, and if we have anything very serious to do that we'll need some form of communication with somebody in some office or something, we almost always have to call on our company to assist us. So whether we need to go to the pension office to start out pension or healthcare, if we have to go to the doctor, to the clinic, chances are you have to communicate your symptoms and all of that in Japanese, which we cannot speak. And yeah, in those cases we have to call on our company coordinator, because our company coordinators, they of course speak Japanese, and they also speak English, so they can help us do all of that. And I'm not interested in learning a second language, at least right now. I do know enough to get myself around, and what I don't know, I use Google Translator. And if it is so serious that Google Translator cannot help me, I have my company's support to help me. And yes, there's a disadvantage to that, because then your company probably in a business that you don't even want them to know. Just for example, if you have a serious case that you need to go to the doctor about and you don't want anybody in your business, but they'll have to know because they are the ones that can translate for you. It comes with disadvantage, and frankly, I don't go to the doctor that often. As a matter of fact, since being here for 2 times, since being here for 2 years, I've only been to the clinic 2 times, and it was one when I sprained my neck, like I twist my neck and it was so painful I went, and another time was when I had a flu symptom thing, not coronavirus. Hello. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, English, I think they need to do better with their English offerings. Korea, wow, Korea is the bomb, to be honest. Korea is the bomb.com. Japan needs more English speakers, more English speaking ability. I think so. All right, next point. The third thing that I dislike about living in Japan is the food. Oh my god. And I know I cannot be too angry about the food per se, because it's an Asian country and there is no way they would offer Western food that I am used to. But at the same time, as I said, I've been to another Asian country, South Korea, and to be honest, I did not feel as how I feel in living in Japan when I was in South Korea, because the food, the variety of food that was in South Korea was crazy. They have a fair mixture of their Korean food and Western style food, because they know that their country has a lot of foreigners, right? And so they try their best to offer things that they know foreigners might have enjoyed in their own countries. They have things from India, they have things from America, they have things from even Jamaica. I see something from Greece there, and I see mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese, which I know is very popular in America. Likewise, it is popular in Jamaica. And I mean, I was blown away. And this was in the regular supermarket. They have Kraft mac and cheese. They have Capri Sun. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if Capri Sun is American made or Jamaican made, but I know it is very, very popular in Jamaica for kids. I grew up on that stuff. So they had it in their supermarket. I'm like, wow, you can never, ever, ever go into a Japanese supermarket and find Capri Sun. Much less Kraft macaroni and cheese. Much less coconut that you know, the coconut in Jamaica that you chop and drink the water from, jelly. Like, you can't find those things in Japan, but we saw them in Korea. And as I said, I don't even know if it's because we were in the capital, so I don't know what goes on in the countryside of Korea, but trust me, I was impressed with their food, and the food tastes good. The food is not overly Asian like seasoning. Like, Korea is known for spicy food, for very tasty and delicious food, and trust me, they did not disappoint. I got down in their potatoes, I got down in their sweet and sour chicken, I got down in their spicy chicken. It was so many varieties of stuff that I could actually eat, and I could actually live there over living in Japan, just because the food is better. In Japan, everything is Japanese, and to be honest, if there are any Japanese watching this, I do not want to be like disrespectful because I am living in Japan, but Western people, we have a different way of really seasoning food, and Japan do not season food like how we do, and that's a problem for me because I love my food well seasoned and well cooked, and Japan has a lot of raw fish and just stuff that I cannot enjoy. So the food is a big problem for me. Alright, and number 4, the cost of living. Cost of living in Japan is so expensive, and I have on my content calendar this title, a video to do on this very, very topic, the cost of living in Japan, where I'll break down like my bills and all of that stuff. But generally speaking, cost of living in Japan is so expensive, guys. Like, you can walk into a supermarket and easily spend 20,000 yen and come home and be like, what the hell did I just buy? Can this actually serve me for 2 weeks? Like, and I don't even know if it's because I'm looking for specific stuff, because to be honest, guys, as I spoke about the food in my point a while ago, like, I am on Amazon Japan 24/7 trying to search for Jamaican like stuff, for American like stuff, because that's really just the kind of food that I enjoy. So I'll be on there looking for Grace cock soup, I'll be on there looking for Jamaican jerk seasoning, I'll be on there looking for ramen and all of those stuff that we actually like and love on the Western side of the world. And because of even that, I mean, it's not popular, I can't find them online. So what me and Adam do now is we just make up our minds, and every 3 months we just send some money back home and ask a family member or a friend, depending on who have time, we send them a list and ask ask them to just get these things for us, pack them in a box and ship them through the post office to us. And that is how I really survive here. I get my Jamaican seasoning, Maggi seasoning and all of that stuff, cock soup, curry, all of that stuff, browning from Jamaica. We get them shipped to here, and that is how we cook, really. So we are always like cooking our own food. We don't eat out, and even if we do eat out, we eat out at fast food restaurants, so like KFC and Burger King and McDonald's. And there is one or two, actually two restaurants that we eat out at technically, Gusto's and Caesarea, because they're like Italian food, and Gusto's have a little nice menu but still Japanese. So it's crazy. The food is great, to be honest. So back to my point, the cost of living. Yeah, cost of living is very expensive. As I mentioned, the train system, you can spend a little coin when you take the trains. Buses are cheap, but the point of the matter is cost of living, like your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill. Things get really high real quick in Japan, and especially in winter when they think you're burning the heater 24/7, you might find that your bill is higher than it usually be, even though you're not using the heater 24/7. And when you complain to the company, they'll tell you, oh, it's winter, and in winter people tend to use the heater more often, and that is why there's a jump in bill. So it's like it's an automatic increase in bill once it's winter for so, like, it's crazy. It's expensive, all right? And the fifth thing that I dislike about living in Japan is that school-wise, it can get unhygienic. And I think I am maybe the first YouTuber who is going to mention this, but it's the truth. Now, guys, I have always said how Japan is clean, and it is. It is a very mostly clean country. But what I did not say is that they are hygienic. And I am not going to go into details in this really, because I don't know who is watching, but I've encountered some things even at school where I'm like, this can never be hygienic. This can never be like something that somebody does. This cannot be acceptable. But you know what? Culture is really different. Things that they do in their culture is very different from what we would do in the Western culture. And trust me, it has shocked me a lot. Some of the things I have to see shocks me a lot, where hygiene is concerned. Like, people use bathrooms and don't wash their hands, and just all kind of sad things that I am not really going to get into, because as I said, I don't know who is watching and I don't want to offend anybody. But that's really it. Like, hygiene is a problem based on my observation, and that really turns me off, because in our side of the world we have that a lot. Just getting that off my chest. Yes. Alright, guys, and that completes the 5 things that I dislike about living in Japan as a foreigner. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it gave you some form of information, some form of insight as to how life is here in Japan. And not because Japan is, the first world country and the land of the rising sun, it doesn't mean everything is all peaches and cream. So I'm just here to give you all the tea that maybe no one else is telling you. Alright, so if you did like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.